What's your soul saying? Oh.
Welcome to my channel, Aligning with My Soul. Welcome to all the new subscribers, and thank you to all of you for subscribing to my channel and liking my videos and commenting and sharing your love and taking the time to comment and share how you've been feeling and what you've been through so far on your journey. It really does mean the world to me, and thank you so much to everybody that's been paying into PayPal and supporting me. It blows me away, your kindness and your love and encouragement, and it makes me so excited about how my channel is unfolding and where it's heading, so thank you so much. If you've come to my channel quite frequently, you might want to just skip it to the masculine reading, but the purpose of this channel, if you are new, is me sharing my love, support to people that are in the same or similar situation to me, because it can be so lonely and confusing, and you feel quite lost at times, and I want to be able to support people and share the knowledge and understanding of what I've learned so far on my journey, and what I learn as my journey unfolds as well. I was triggered by my twin flame, so I'm currently on my spiritual journey, aligning with my soul. The more confident I get, I will be sharing more of how my journey started and more of how it unfolds, and I'll be doing talks, and I've got lots of ideas of what I want to be able to share with you guys. I did actually meet my Divine Masculine on YouTube. I've actually got a video on YouTube the day that I actually met my Divine Masculine. So I want to be able to share that with you one day as my journey unfolds. And I've recently done a video sharing my face, and so if you feel like you want to be more connected to me and you want to know more about me, I've recently done a video explaining a bit about myself and some of the obstacles and challenges of what I've been through so far and what I'm still faced with, and what I'm working through. So that's in the description box down below, so if you want to check that out, do so. This channel is for people that are in some kind of challenge or separation, but I like to say preparation, because you are one soul, so you're never apart. You're just not with the physical person. You're both preparing on your spiritual journey so you can come back together as one. I'm currently in preparation with my Divine Masculine. I haven't seen the physical person for 2 years, but there's been on and off communication. So I know what it's like to be ghosted and for your Divine Masculine to go silent on you. But recently I've had quite a lot of communication. There was supposed to be a reunion as well about 4 weeks ago, but with what's going on at the moment with COVID, and God blocked it for a reason as well, because obviously my Divine Masculine's not ready and I'm not ready as well, so we're still preparing, but there is communication. But I did experience like 3 or 4 weeks, about 3.5 weeks of silent and being ghosted, so I do know what it's like, and it can be really uncomfortable and challenging, but it's all good because it's all movement forwards, and it's preparing us when we're in separation, or preparation as I like to call it. It's preparing us to become better versions of ourselves so we can come back together as one. So I do masculine oracle card readings because it's usually the feminines that are really interested in this kind of video. That's mainly my audience, so that's why I do masculine energy, and I know how sometimes we really do need some guidance of what is going on. So that's why I do masculine oracle card readings, and my readings are timeless, so it doesn't matter when you click on the video. So if the message resonates to you, that's really good. But again, if none of my messages mean anything to you, or you don't have any understanding of what I'm saying, and it doesn't fit into your situation, don't try and make it fit, because otherwise you'll confuse yourself. I do use the labels Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine, him, her, he, she, because that's how I channel. It's easier for you to understand and it's easier for me to say. I realise it's only energy, but it's just easier for me to channel like that. So I hope you're going to enjoy my reading today. So let's see what's going on with Divine Masculine today. What is going on with Divine Masculine today? Nice clear message. I do like to do readings every day to see what's going on, because energy changes all the time, like I've said before. And the energy is so intense at the moment for everybody. Let's see what's going to come out. I'm using the daily guidance today. So let's see what's going to come out. I hope you guys are all well and coping with whatever situation you're in as well. Listen. Let's read what the message says. Quiet your mind, beloved one, and listen to our gentle reassurance that everything has been taken care of. Stay in a quiet and receptive state without worrying about your exact nature of desire's manifestation. A quiet mind and body hears us quite quickly and clearly. This is our request to you. Listen. So your Divine Masculine is learning to listen. As we know, he is going within and he has connected with God, and he's learning to listen and trust that everything's happening as it should be right now. And the more quieter he is, he's learning to quieten the ego. And once he can do that, that's when the guidance that he's wanting, he will receive that when he's able to be in a quiet state. So he's learning to listen. He's being encouraged to be quiet as well. So this is really positive. Let's see what the more in-depth message is. So much is going on at the moment with the Divine Masculines. They're working through so many different things, the same as you are, the person that's watching. But every day is movement forwards, whatever they're experiencing, whatever energy they're in as well. They're always moving forward. So much is happening. Even though you may not be able to see that still in 3D, there is so much going on behind the scenes, and obviously you've got to look past the illusions yourself, the doubt and the fear that's been brought up in you. So you received this card because the angels wish to get their messages through to you. They ask that you talk less and listen more. When we're stressed and we tend to chatter our nervousness, give your worries to the angels and trust that they've been heard. If it seems they're not answering your prayers, it's probably because you're not listening to their answers. So retreat to a quiet place with the intention of listening to your angels. Then close your eyes and breathe deeply and listen. So this particular time in Divine Masculine's life, they need to stay quiet. They need to keep away from the things that distract them as well. So your Divine Masculine could be spending more time alone at this particular time, and spending time in nature, and doing things to help himself so he can connect and listen to this guidance, and so he can receive the wisdom to help him through things that he's wanting to work through. So this is really positive. So he's learning to listen, and if the things that he's asking about, he's not seeing results, he's been encouraged to take this time to be quiet, and then he'll be able to get the guidance that he's wanting. And when you quieten your ego and you do connect to your higher power, you do see and receive the answers that you're wanting, and all these little miracles and magical things happen. As you know yourself, you could have experienced that. When you shut off, when you're in your head and you're just in the 3D and you're just trying to control everything and worrying about everything, that is when everything goes wrong, and you're not seeing what the angels and what God is trying to show you. So he's been encouraged to listen and to trust. So what else is going to come out? I'm going to use the Archangel Oracle cards now. So that's really good, that card's come out, because we haven't had that one before. So what else is going on with Divine Masculine's energy at the moment? Let's see. every day is so exciting because there is movement forwards. If you're in the right frame of mind and you're looking at things differently instead of being in the doubt and fear and worrying about when something is going to happen, life is exciting on this journey. If you can get yourself into that place. Patience, yeah. That's come out recently as well. So he's learning about patience, Divine Masculine as well. And quietening his mind. So Archangel Jophiel, your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realise. Still they need nurturing and patience. So he's got to give himself time and not be so hard on himself as well in this situation, and realise how much he has grown recently and everything he has gone through, to give himself a break and to realise it does take time for things to come to fruition, where you can actually, you know, it takes time when you're working on something. It doesn't just happen bam. It does take time and patience, and everything is how it should be. So it's about learning to have patience with himself and others around him as well, and being quiet and listening to the guidance that he's wanting. So he's being reassured as well at the moment. Let's see what the more in-depth message is. Patience. We all need patience. This is part of the journey, is to be patient. And just because things aren't showing up when we think that they should show up, it's about learning to go with the flow and realising that everything is how it should be right now. So let's have a look. The additional message is it takes time for a seedling to push through the ground and mature into a flowering, bearing plant. Yet each moment of the plant's life cycle can bring joy to those who notice its beauty. In the same way, enjoy the process of realising your dreams. Slow down and feel gratitude as each step brings your manifestation into tangible form. Notice the lessons and love that spring from every moment that you engage in acting upon your dreams. Yeah. So again, this card is about it's actually saying about what I always say is about enjoying the journey, the lead up, not just to focus on the end result of what you're wanting. And that's in every area of your life, that you know, things that you're wanting to change or you're wanting to appear in your life, that you're asking about. It's about having patience and enjoying it, and being in the present moment. Your Divine Masculine is learning to be in the present moment, and the same as you or the person that's watching. This card is not just for the Divine Masculine, this is for everybody today. It's about learning patience and letting go of control, and realising it takes time for things to bloom. They need nurturing, and everything's how it should be right now at this time, and to enjoy the journey, enjoy the growing. So Divine Masculines are learning to be quiet, to listen, and again, I think a lot of Divine Masculines are going into nature as well, to be quiet. Because in the cards, you can see in this card, it's, you know, the lady's watering the plants and things, and there's flowers and trees. And when we go into nature, it does help us quieten our minds and to connect to our higher power and to God. So that's amazing. I'm going to use the Archangel Michael cards now to see what the message is, Divine Masculines today. But these are all positive again. This is like a very peaceful energy the Divine Masculines are in. It's about quieting their minds, living in the moment, learning to live in the moment, not thinking too far ahead and wanting things to show up and controlling it, you know, trying to force things. It's about knowing, trusting that everything's how it should be, learning to go with the flow and to connect to God, and with going within and trust himself, having a better relationship with himself. Let's have a look. Honour and trust your feelings, yeah. And when he can have, you know, listen and have this patience will help him honour and trust his feelings. Once he can quieten the mind and be more present, he will be able to trust himself more. He will feel more confident within himself. And the card says, thank you, Archangel Michael, for supporting, guiding and protecting me as I listen. There you go, listen. Listen to and act upon my feelings. Help me understand and express my emotions with love, yeah. So by listening, he's going to be getting guidance of how he can express his emotions and how he's feeling, and know how to act upon them as well. And Archangel Michael, God, are helping and supporting your divine masculine to trust himself, to go within and to be able to trust himself. And things are happening all the time where things are being put in place, like I've said many times, where your divine masculine is seeing the results, because he's had this situation over, because he's surrendered. When he's experienced this uncomfortable time and painful time recently, he's able to he's surrendered, so he's sort of handed this over, and he's put in the trust in God, and he's learning to honour and trust his feelings, because things are showing up where he's noticing, you know, when he's asked for help, or because he's asked, you know, he could be praying, and experiencing so much in the 5D as well. He is learning to trust and honour his feelings, so that's amazing. I'll get the additional message as well for you. 46, which is 4 and 6 is 10, which is completion, end of a cycle. That's what we like. Okay, Archangel Michael urges you to look inward and listen. So this is all about listening. For this card is a sign that your feelings are accurately tuned in to the truth. Yeah. Some of these feelings may be uncomfortable to face, yet they're with you for an important reason. If you're conflicted, sit down with a pen and paper and conduct an interview with your emotional self by asking, what are you feeling? Why? What would you like me to do? Your feelings will speak loudly and clearly if you keep an open mind and trust what you hear. Respect your inner voice as the powerful life force that connects you to the divine. Often God and the angels answer your prayers and offer you guidance through your physical and emotional feelings. If you say, oh, it's just a feeling, you're ignoring vital divine assistance. This card reminds you to listen, really listen to your feelings. So yeah, how amazing these cards come out and how they're in alignment with each other and giving the message for today. So it's about your divine masculine's been encouraged to listen, and as I said yesterday, he has accepted this love. He's getting used to this feeling of, you know, accepting, not going in denial and running away from it. He's getting used to this feeling and how he's feeling, and accepting it and trusting this feeling that he's getting within you. Trusting this truth. You know, he's realising the truth. He can't run anymore. And obviously, yes, there is confliction sometimes because the ego wants to come in and try and distract you and trying to get you to go off track, because you're so used to your ego taking over your life. So it's about he's trying to be balanced again. It's about balance and trusting himself, and learning to respect his inner voice, and learning to connect and listen to the, you know, and to feel how he's feeling. This journey is a lot about how you feel, and that's how you get your knowing. It's about this feeling, because you're not ever shown, maybe your divine masculine hasn't told you the truth about how he feels, and it's very, you know, it's testing you, where you're thinking, well, I just know that he loves me, you know, because you know how you feel. It's such a powerful feeling. It's about trusting. So you have already started to do that on your journey, where you're learning to trust, even though you haven't been told the truth or there's nothing to show for how you feel. You're learning to trust, and your divine masculine is learning to trust his own feelings and being okay about this love that he feels with you. So he's been encouraged to honour and trust that. and know that that is the answers to his prayers. That is giving him the answers that he's wanting, and to know that how he's feeling, there is, he can work through this, and everything will fall into place, and there is always a solution when you trust and really listen. And he will be receiving the guidance and the wisdom and things that he's experiencing every day that are signs that he's on the right path. But he's really connecting with his inner self and trusting his feelings, because this feeling and how he feels towards you, and the more his heart chakra is open and the love he's feeling, he's just getting more and more intense, and he can't run. So yes, even more movement forwards. Let's go to the wisdom of the oracle now. So this is all about listening and trusting himself and being okay and getting comfortable with how he's feeling within himself. It's okay to love you. It's okay for the Divine Masculine to love you. It's okay to receive your love. The person that's watching, for him to receive the love from you, and for him to express how he's feeling as well. Learning to express his emotions with love. So again, I've said recently, if you felt the shift within yourself, and maybe you've actually seen or witnessed something within your Divine Masculine, if you're in communication, or something that's happened that's different, that you've noticed this in your Divine Masculine. So let me know in the comments down below if you've noticed that he's dealing with things differently, if you've noticed this shift in your Divine Masculine. And some of you have already commented and left me really positive feedback of what you're experiencing. So see what else is going to come out today for Divine Masculine's energy. But it's just amazing how the cards do come out and align with each other and tell the story for the day of what the Divine Masculines are experiencing. And it's about being quiet, being patient, enjoying the journey, and mainly listening and feeling. Loyal heart. Yeah. Your Divine Masculine is loyal to you. And sometimes you might find that you might want to laugh at me and think, really? Because your Divine Masculine could be in another relationship, in another marriage or whatever, but their heart is loyal to you, because they cannot feel the same as how they feel about you. Because you're one soul and it's eternal love. So they cannot feel the same about any other person. Because this love is so powerful. It's unconditional love for yourself, and the bonus is the Divine Masculines, and the Divine Masculines are feeling so much love for you. And it's 2 owls as well, in a shape that, it's coming into the shape of a heart as well, and they're just so full of this love. And their heart is loyal to you, even though you may not be able to see through that. I hope you are getting to a place where you can see through that and know whatever's going on in the 3D, and whatever your Divine Masculine could be making out to you on social media or whatever, and everything's okay and they're happy with somebody else, or they're happy in their life that they're in. It is an illusion, and you've got to see past that. And yet, to help yourself is to come away from social media, or try and come away from things that you know that are going to trigger you, and just trust and focus on yourself. But your Divine Masculine has got a loyal heart. He can't feel these things, what he feels for you, with anybody else. So you should really feel secure knowing that, because it's your soul in another physical person, and you can trust yourself. Loyal heart. Let's see what the more in-depth message is. And the number is 35, so it's 3 and 5 is 8, is infinity. And 132 is the page. There we go. Right, the essential meaning is loyalty, devotion, yeah. we know that divine masculines are devoted to you. He is devoted to you, and he's working through all the problems. He is going within. He's learning to listen, to be patient, and he's moving forwards every single day, because he can't run away from this beautiful love that he's experiencing. And the same as you can't run away from it, even though you may have tried and you've said so many times, that's it, I'm done with this, I'm getting on with my life. There will always be something that comes back to get you, but you can't run away from it, because I've tried many times. And this is meant to be, because this is the journey of you finding yourself, finding unconditional love for yourself, for you to grow. And that's the same for divine masculines. And the more that you are growing, and the more you're focusing on yourself and loving yourself and finding unconditional love and trusting this journey, trusting this love, whatever is going on in the 3D, because your divine masculine has got a loyal heart, you will bring him back to you. So the oracle message is, evidence of loyalty will appear in your life. Others will prove they are faithful to you, and you will in turn commit fully to them. There is a sure and abiding certainty in your heart. Know that spirit is always loyal to you. No matter the outer circumstances in your life, trust and have faith, for you're eternally loved, always divinely protected and divinely directed. Yes. So your divine masculines have got a loyal heart, and again, when you connect to higher power, when you connect to God, that is such a loyal love, because whatever is happening, whatever's going on, when you have faith and trust in God, that is just such a beautiful love that you feel. God loves you for who you are, whatever is going on in your life, whatever circumstances. And when you find that love and you find that trust and faith, and you can surrender and know that everything is taken care of, and when you trust in divine timing and the divine plan, you will find that freedom. And the relationship message for this card is, your partnership, friendship and romantic relationships all have many qualities in common right now. Honest devotion, faithfulness and loyal heart are being shown to you. Are you loyal in return? Now is the time for heartfelt commitments and trusting in the divine protection. Yeah. So divine masculines are wanting to be honest, because they are trusting their feelings. They know that this is how they feel. They're not going to go, oh, I don't feel like this is just a load of rubbish, and trying to brush it under the carpet anymore. They've made a commitment to themselves, and they're working through how they're going to actually come towards you, because they know how they feel, and his heart is loyal to you, because again, he can't feel this about anybody else. Whatever you're seeing, you've never got anything to worry about, because your divine masculine loves you, and he's devoted to you, and he's loyal, and he wants to commit. And every day his heart is opening, his heart chakra is opening, and he's experiencing so much more love. He's allowing this to happen instead of blocking it. Yes, he has times when he's trying to control the ego and not going off track, but letting the ego allow him to go off track, but he's definitely managing. He's more balanced about trying to be in the present moment and to quieten the mind, and not allowing his mind to take over. So he's making heartfelt decisions. He's not going in his head all the time to make decisions. He's listening to his feelings and what his heart and soul is saying. So he's making that commitment, and he does want to be honest. He wants to show you that he's devoted. So this is just amazing. What a powerful card. And just always remember, your divine masculine is loyal. His heart is loyal to you, because nobody can nobody compares to you. Nobody can make him feel the way he does, this love that he's feeling. And the same as you, the person that's watching, you know yourself. You cannot feel this way about anybody else. You can maybe accept that this is how you feel, and some people do go on and have other relationships with other people, with soul mates and things, but you know that you can't ever feel the same as you do about your twin flame, about your divine masculine, if you're really honest with yourself. When they come in, you know, if you don't know any different and that your divine masculine didn't come into your life, your twin flame, you would, you know, you wouldn't know any different, and you would be with soulmates. And soulmate relationships are beautiful and very powerful as well. But once your divine masculine or your twin flame colours come into your life, you cannot have the love and intensity of it is so powerful. You can't feel that the same towards anybody else. You can love other people. You can be in other relationships with other people. Some people manage to do that. But on my journey, I definitely know that I'd rather be on my own. This is about me learning to be independent. And obviously my goal is to feel inner peace and to know that I don't need anything external from me to feel peace. But the bonus to me would be how I do want my divine masculine to come back to me, of course. But I realise that the ultimate goal is for me to be at peace with myself and to find unconditional love within myself. And the bonus is divine masculine. I cannot be having a relationship with anybody else because I wouldn't be able to give. I'm just not interested at all. I'd rather be on my own, and I'm prepared to do that because I wouldn't think it was fair to the other person. Because I know how I feel, and that's what the guidance that I'm getting. This is what I'm trusting within myself. I tried to run from this love. I tried to carry on in my marriage. I tried to make my marriage work because I thought, you know, I wanted to, because I didn't want to. I was afraid of hurting my husband, and because I love my husband. Nothing changed with the love, but when your twin flame comes into your life, the love is so powerful and it overtakes that. So it's not fair for the person. It wouldn't have been fair for me to stay with my husband, and I had to take the challenges and change things in my life radically. But it's all for the good, because it's how I'm growing and becoming more independent. And yeah, I would like to have the bonus in my life of having divine masculine, because if we're all honest with ourselves, that is how we feel. We do want them to be in our lives, but it's about the journey and understanding that this journey isn't just about getting the physical person, it's about finding inner peace. And when you find that inner peace, you don't really care what's going on around you, because you just get your place in a place where you're just peaceful all the time and you just feel balanced. So I hope you know what I'm saying. And you've enjoyed this reading. So really it's about listening, and it's about listening, being patient, your divine masculine, trusting himself as well and honouring it. He's getting used to how he's feeling because he's accepted this love now and is allowing this love, and he's feeling this love is so powerful, and he has got such a loyal heart to you, the same as you're loyal. I think everybody, if they're really honest, can say that you can't feel this way. If this is your true twin flame, if this is your divine masculine, you can't feel that way about anybody else. So that's very powerful. Right, I'm going to see what energy your divine masculine is and how he's feeling. Heart, yeah. How many times have I said heart? And it says on the card here, his heart is so loyal and his heart is so open and his heart is so full of love for you. This energy that they're coming, you know, that they've experienced in the last few days is so much more positive, so much more, where he's so much more awake and conscious and not fighting it anymore, and the dark time of the painful uncomfortableness, he's working through that, because he's seeing things through the eyes of love and his heart is open. Let us see what else it can come out in the energy pot, how he's feeling today. There you go. Devoted, yes, he's loyal and he's devoted to you. This is the message today. Your divine masculine is loyal. His heart is loyal to you. You do not have to worry. All the doubt and the fear that may be arising within you at the moment, because that's what the energy is you haven't got to worry, because your divine masculine is loyal to you. Just believe and trust your divine masculine, because his heart is full of love for you. Let's see what else is going to come out today. This communication, what's he saying in the 3D and what's he saying in the 5D? Sorry, what would he love to say to you in the 3D if he had a chance? And some of your divine masculines might be saying it to you in the 3D. And what they're actually saying to you in the 5D. You're my guiding light, yeah. This love that he feels for you, this loyal, you know, his heart is so loyal. His heart is full of love. He's devoted to you. It's because you're his guiding light. The feeling that he gets, that he's trusting this feeling now of how he feels about you. Your energy, your light is so powerful, and you're guiding him right now through this difficult, you know, these times when he's going within and experiencing uncomfortable things. You're pushing your divine masculine to make these changes, and changes are happening all the time, every day. You're getting closer to be together, to be with a physical person again, to feel whole, because you're feeling more inner peace within yourself, and feeling unconditional love. Let's see what else he would like to say to you. This is the exciting bit, when you get the communication. I don't know what to say to you. So if your divine masculine is still being silent and not saying anything, he doesn't know what to say to you. He doesn't know how to approach you. So this could be what he's waiting for guidance for, what he's going to say to you, how he's going to come towards you and speak his truth. But he's thinking about all of those things, how he's going to come towards you. So if he had the chance today, he would say, I don't know what to say to you. So he's still learning about how to express his love. And having the courage and the confidence to speak his truth after everything that's happened. There's definitely things that have happened between you, that's happened in the past where could be affecting and making your divine masculine afraid about how he's going to come towards you. But he's trying to learn to not go back too far in the past and look too forwards, just to be in the present moment. So once he's listening, trusting his feelings, he will get the guidance of know what he wants to say to you. You know what to say to you. And he wants you to know today that you are his guiding light. And you are helping each other at this moment to get through hard times and to move forwards on your journey. Because this love that you feel for each other, it drives you. Right, let's see what the card comes out for you today. It's the reminder cards to bring forth your beautiful, divine inner spirits. Let's see what the message for the person that's watching today, what God wants you to know. What's the message, please? Nice, clear message for the person that's watching. I need to know today to help them keep their strength. Open your heart to yourself, yeah. Yesterday we had believe in yourself. or be gentle with yourself, I think it was. And today, open your heart to yourself, so that we're still, the energy for you divine feminines that are watching must be to do with how you're feeling about yourself. And as I said yesterday, that's the energy that I've been experiencing quite intensely recently, is that about how I feel about myself, and trying to speak nicely to myself and to quieten the mind about all of the things that I've been saying for so many years about myself. It's about acceptance of who I am and to be kind to myself. So let me know in the comments down below if you've experienced that energy recently, where you just feel that the things, you know, all the bad thoughts, and you might be feeling uncomfortable with yourself, or beating yourself up about something, or just being too hard on yourself. It's really coming up within you, because it's stuff that really has to be dealt with, and you've got to release. And we're releasing fear so much at the moment, fear and doubt. So let's read what the message says. You open your heart to others. Now it's time to open your heart to you and for you. And the action to take is speak nicely to yourself, and speak nicely to yourself and compliment yourself as often as you can. Be your own best friend. And the powerful affirmation is, I am my own best friend. So open your heart to yourself. You know, when you think about, if you're saying nasty things to yourself, that's so hurtful and so uncomfortable and so damaging for your soul. And if somebody said to you something nasty, another human being would say something nasty to you, and that really hurt you, that it does hurt you, and it makes you feel pain and uncomfortableness. If somebody says something nasty to you, well, just think how awful it is when you're saying it to yourself. So be kind to yourself, open your heart to yourself, and release these old feelings that you have about yourself, or old thoughts that you have about yourself, and know that your divine masculine has a loyal heart. He loves you whatever, and release the fear, whatever you're thinking or feeling about yourself. Change them and think about all the lovely things about yourself that you love, and just realise and be aware of the nasty thoughts or feelings that you have about yourself, and just be the watcher, and don't allow it or believe that. Just realise that this is happening and they're coming up for a reason for you to release. Don't believe it. Just know that you are beautiful and you are how you should be, and your divine masculine loves you just the way you are, and their heart is full of love for you, and they're devoted to you, and you're their guiding light. So how amazing is that? You should be feeling on top of the world when you trust and know that, when you can delete and dissolve the nasty thoughts and feelings, and realise that they're just illusions and you're overthinking things. That's when you do find the freedom and you feel safe. So I hope you've enjoyed this reading today. I've really enjoyed doing it. It's really positive again, movement forwards for divine masculines, and so much movement forwards for you, the person that's watching, because this is why divine masculine's experiencing this, because of what you're doing, your inner work, and how your energy is. So how amazing. If you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe and like this video if you liked it. If you feel like you would like to support my channel and donate into my PayPal, I'd be so very, very grateful and so excited. And I do think about you all the time, and just stay focused and keep believing and trusting. And I'm sending my love, support, strength and light to you all, and I love you all very much.
Oh, what's your soul saying?